Hi, this is Stefanie Mosca. We're here in Austin, Texas at IT Expo West 2011, and I'm here with Scott Riley with One Touch Global Technologies, as well as All About VoIP. How are you today, Scott?
Doing good, thank you.
So tell me a little, this is two companies. Tell me a little bit about each of them.
One Touch Global was founded about 20 years ago. We started in the fax business in about 1991, and we've evolved into a company that deals with fax on many levels and dealing with business process, fax automation, integrating into the business process, communications-enabled business process environment, and business workflow. And allaboutfyp.com is something that we launched about a year ago. It's an industry evangelist site where we essentially introduce the varying different technologies and vendors that are out there, and essentially assist customers and end users and vendors to get the best out of the industry and to see where it's going, both in fax over IP, cloud faxing, hosted fax, anything that has to do with fax, we try to address on that site.
Well, moving services like fax, for example, to the cloud is definitely a hot topic right now. Could you talk a little bit about maybe the trends that you're seeing in VoIP in the industry?
Well, we're definitely seeing growth in the fax over IP market. What I'm really seeing is essentially fax not necessarily decreasing, but evolving into new emerging technologies and integrating more into IP telephony versus analog transmission and receiving, getting away from fax machines and into devices and electronic fax document exchange. So essentially getting away with the traditional idea of what fax is and getting more into areas of which we're essentially scanning and delivering a document from point to point.
Sure. Do you see customers as being reluctant to transition from traditional faxing to VoIP?
No, in fact, we see that as a big business driver now. What we're seeing is a little bit of slowness in the adoption of SIP trunking based on essentially carrier interoperability, but we're seeing that the industry is really starting to catch up very quickly, especially with the adoption of voice over IP. And with voice over IP, you always have to think about fax in the equation.
Sure.
And now that that's now becoming very relevant, everybody's catching up now. So the voice over IP providers, the carriers and all that are now coming up to speed on the fax technology for IP.
Great. Any news that you have that you'd like to share from the companies?
Well, we're celebrating our first anniversary of All About FYP.
Great.
And in conjunction with that, we are launching and have launched a TMC.net channel called Fax Server.
Great.
And in there, it's just another vehicle for which people can get introduced to the technology and to be prodded along in terms of uplifting their current legacy technology into the new IP environment.
And IT Expo is a great platform to discuss those accomplishments as well.
IT Expo is a great place, and in fact, we visited customers today, and they're going to be coming to the show tomorrow.
Oh, great.
As a result.
And tomorrow you also have a panel that you're going to be on in terms of next generation faxing in the enterprise.
Yeah, tomorrow at 2:30, we're on a panel with about 4 or 5 different long-term experts in the industry, 15 to 20 years of expertise, and we are discussing how fax is modernizing into the IP telephony world, and that it's not necessarily decreasing, but essentially just changing into and integrating itself into new available technologies.
Well, we'll definitely look forward to checking that out. Anything that we can look forward to from the companies in the future?
Well, from our company, I would say that you're going to see allaboutfyp.com evolve from where it is now to an even more powerful website. We are definitely keeping very tight relationships with many vendors out there and keeping an eye on what they're doing. And we represent 5 or 6 leading technologies in the industry, and we look forward to seeing what they can do for us.
Great. Well, good luck at your panel tomorrow.
All right.
Thank you for joining us. Once again, this is Stefanie Mosca at IT Expo West 2011 in Austin, Texas, and I'm here with Scott Riley.
Thank you.